Good afternoon. Today is Monday, October 25th. It is 5:04 p.m. We're here for the regular trustee meeting. We'll begin with a pledge of allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. We have an agenda before us. Is there any changes or modifications or additions? If not, we have a motion to approve.
I make a motion to approve the agenda for the October 25th, 2021 meeting as presented.
Second.
Trustee Dean.
Yes.
Trustee Wallace.
Yes.
Trustee Kretz.
Yes.
I make a motion to accept the general ledger report in the amount of $388,993.60 for the 10/20/2021 payroll.
Second.
Trustee Wallace.
Yes.
Trustee Dean.
Yes.
Trustee Kretz.
Yes.
I make a motion to approve the payments listing report in the amount of $541,107.88 for warrants through October 19th, 2021.
Second.
Trustee Dean.
Yes.
Trustee Wallace.
Yes.
Trustee Kretz.
Yes. And at this point, we have regular meeting minutes from October 11th. Are there any changes? If not, do we have a motion to approve as presented?
Hearing no changes, I move to accept the minutes of October 11th, 2021 regular trustee meeting.
Second.
Trustee Wallace.
Yes.
Trustee Dean.
Yes.
Trustee Kretz.
Yes. Thank you. And at this time, we open the microphone up to any citizens desiring to speak. Seeing none, we'll close that portion and we'll move on. We have no old business. We do have some new business. Apparently, we are going to have holidays next year.
Yes. Thank you, Board. First item, per the Township Policy Manual, I'm to present a holiday schedule and then followed by a meeting schedule per the policy for the next year in October of this year. So on page 10, excuse me, of your packet is the holiday schedule. By Ohio Revised Code, as the board recall that we are to provide our employees with 10 holidays. There was a change next year that is also being adopted by our state legislator to have 11 paid holidays, adding June 20th for Juneteenth as a recognized holiday. So there will be 11 holidays. Now we have one short this year because of the calendar schedule, so we still have to provide 11. So I am recommending the day after Thanksgiving, November 25th. There's no questions. You can pass it as presented.
I make a motion to approve resolution number 202111025-admin-E, a resolution to establish the 2022 Township Holiday Schedule as presented.
Second.
Trustee Dean.
Yes.
Trustee Wallace.
Yes.
Trustee Kretz.
Yes.
Thank you, Board. By establishing that, I am recommending the regular meeting schedule to be the same as this year, second and fourth of the month, Monday of the month, starting at 5 p.m. There is a list there. You do not have to pass a resolution, just a motion. I do have 2 copies there that will just go in the blue folder. One will go into the resolution book, and then the other will be posted in the Township Government Center. If there's no questions, there's a motion on page 13.
Hearing no questions, I move to approve the Beavercreek Township regular meeting schedule for calendar year 2022 as presented.
Second.
Trustee Wallace.
Yes.
Trustee Dean.
Yes.
Trustee Kretz.
Yes.
Thank you, Board. Next item is page 14 in your packet is the biweekly report for the Sheriff's Office. Sergeant Moore is here to answer any questions.
Sergeant Moore, any awareness items for us?
Yes, sir. I'd like to go over a couple things, just to let the board know, as you know,
staff here. We did have 2 instances involving stolen vehicles that were unrelated. One was a stolen vehicle that was stolen out of a local jurisdiction, and just some really, I guess, old-fashioned police work of noting some small details, and then one of our district cars was able to come into the area and look and actually found it. Our deputies were able to get involved, and they were ultimately able to make an arrest out of it and return the vehicle. And then we had 2 vehicles that were stolen from a residence here in the township, and working with some agencies outside of in the Cincinnati area, northern Kentucky, arrests were made in that. I believe one of the vehicles was ultimately recovered and returned as well to the citizen. The other one, unfortunately, I think is either being held for evidence and or can't be returned at this time. So just some good efforts on behalf of the deputies here.
Thank you.
I had a comment.
Go ahead.
How did it go with the soccer match this weekend?
By all accounts, I'm told it went flawlessly.
Great.
I haven't had a chance to talk with the staff of the soccer fields, but I spoke with our folks, and it went really well. I mean, you're always going to have some sort of congestion, obviously, but I think we've partnered with them over the years and just worked on scheduling to where all the games are just kind of staggered in their scheduled times, so it's not one mass release, so all games are starting at 10 and they're all over at the same time at 11 or whatever that might be. So I just think just good communication with them over the years has helped, and then we were well staffed and was able to do it to work out really well.
It seemed like there was a great traffic flow, and the people that I talked to were very pleased with how everything was going. So I want to thank you and your staff for that. And I also want to, I was with some other community members Sunday night, and most of the other surrounding communities that have sheriff representation do not have the kind of explicit report that you provide to us for the Beavercreek Township. So I wanted to say thank you for keeping your reports very detailed and concise on all the things that you are doing that some of the other cities in town, townships in town, were not aware that that kind of report could be produced. So thank you again.
You're welcome.
Anything else for the sheriff's office?
I just wanted to hear about the Haunted Classic and make sure everything went smoothly there. I came through there a couple times over the weekend, and it seemed to be all the cars running pretty smooth through there. So, thank you.
Stay safe.
Thank you.
HR?
Thank you, Board. Next item's on page 32 of your packet is the biweekly report for HR. Are there any questions?
I had no questions, but thank you for your report.
And community risk and development and risk. I always put risk before development.
Thank you, Board. First item's on page 35 of your packet. This is a resolution to support applying for the Greene County Community Investment Grant for the Valley Bell Connector Roadway project. There is some history there in the whereases, and then support to move forward to having staff apply for the grant with Greene County. This grant is, I believe it's in its second year, and there are projects countywide that are available for local jurisdictions for infrastructure projects related to economic development. So as you know, we've already, the county engineers already applied for the Ohio Public Works Commission grant. This will be some additional money that will go towards a local match if awarded that grant. If not, we'll go towards other engineering costs and other grant applications. So you can pass it as presented.
Yeah, it was primarily for the Valley Bell Connector.
Yes,
phase
Valley Bell
2B.
Connector.
Okay, I didn't know if you had indicated that or not.
And Mr. Grosjean, the resolution references that 800 homes have been approved in PUDs in the immediate vicinity. And 275 of those roughly are in the
development we just actually went through with the Arnolds some of the time on Shepherd Road, is that correct? That's okay, so that's inclusive of that, it's not
Yes,
in addition to
yeah.
that.
Yeah. Very good.
I'll make a motion to approve resolution number 2021-1026-CDR-A as presented.
Second.
Trustee Wallace,
Yes.
trustee Dean,
Yes.
trustee Cruz.
Yes.
Board, any questions on the biweekly?
Yeah, I did have, you had asked at the last trustees meeting an approximate amount of how many home starts we were kind of expecting by the end of the year. We were doing a little bit more estimating, maybe 20 to 25. I think that's what we're looking
As
at.
far as getting the numbers.
Yeah,
where they
getting,
would anticipate.
yeah, there's items like White Barn Trail Phase 2 and Artisan, Scarborough, they're just not ready to break ground yet on some of the homes, so just confirming that number. So.
Any questions on the biweekly or the information that's presented?
I have no questions.
No questions, thank you.
Thank you, Board. On page 47 of your packet is the biweekly report for IT, followed by the ticket report. Are there any questions?
I had one more question, sorry for Mr. Grosjean, and you may not have the answer, I understand. So the property the new home property value of $350,000, that's the new construction home value, or that's the average valuation of all homes in the unincorporated portion?
I think that's the average valuation of all homes in the unincorporated.
And have they adjusted that since 2020? Because 2020, this market saw 15 to 17% growth in value.
Yeah, we have not seen an adjustment so far. I don't think Alex has seen
But it
one
would be
either.
the assessed value, not this is the average assessed value?
Yes, right, yeah.
Okay. Then I take that other comment back, that it did not go up in value. So.
Okay.
Thank you, Board. Next item is on page 50 of your packet is the Finance Department biweekly report. Are there any questions?
No questions, but lots on there, awesome report.
And yes, I thought your report was awesome. And to see the grant information was very encouraging and educational. So I appreciate it. Thank you. I did want to go back for a second to the IT report. I just wanted to state that they've really the numbers are fantastic, and compliment them for that.
I will do.
Because, we're at 100% and 90% at workstations. We can't ask for better than that. I'm very pleased with this contract. And Terry, thank you again.
Thank you, Board. Next item is on page 54 of your packet is the biweekly report for the Road Department. Are there any questions?
Any questions for Mr. Parks? Or Mr. Parks, you want to talk about your awareness items you've got coming up?
Yeah, the biggest awareness item is parts availability and shipping. That is really becoming an issue. We've been able so far to work around it, finding different suppliers, but the longer this goes, I think the worse it's gonna get, to the point we have to start parting stuff until parts come in. So, I just wanna make you guys aware of that.
Have we, and when you're talking about parts, as far as for mowers or for trucks, or both?
For trucks in general, most of the stuff we're seeing now for fire vehicles, we've had some stuff that's had 6 to 8 weeks lead time to come in, and luckily we've been able to find another source for it. So that's kind of what we're fighting now, so.
Okay.
Are all our snow plows and up to speed and everything is ready to go on those though?
Yeah, we're slowly starting to put those together currently, but all the ones so far that have been put together are ready to go, and I think we have 2 left to go, which we can do in less than 2 hours, so.
Oh, great. And Mr. Parks, I had another question. On the stairs coming down here to the community room, has that been put, some of that concrete work, has that been put on some list somewhere?
Yes, it has.
Oh, all right.
We did building walkthroughs with fire and kind of discussed the plan for that, and I think it's gonna be addressed in the 2022 budget.
Thank you very much.
Any other questions?
None.
Thank you, Board. Next item's on page 55. I will turn it over to the Fire Chief to go over the first item.
Good evening. I just wanted to take a moment and recognize Lieutenant Dewey. He's been working kind of on his own initiative on a updated pre-planning process for the fire department. So pre-plans are a familiarization exercise where the crews go out and become familiar with the building to identify like safety hazards, firefighter hazards, critical components such as personal alarm systems and sprinkler systems that we need to interact with. It all gets documented and then made available. Historically, we've done that via printed books, and as we've moved kind of to New World in our public safety information sharing network and the mobile devices in the apparatus, he's going out and now collecting that information electronically so that it can be made available to the crews en route to incidents on the same device where they get the rest of their incident information. This past week, he actually made a pitch for Woburn to the Greene County Fire Chiefs because we all share that same computer system. We all have the same access to the same resources, and has developed an interest at the county level. So we may be coordinating with Fairborn, Xenia, Sugar Creek, Bellbrook, the remaining fire departments in the county to do a concerted effort so that we have all the buildings in Greene County essentially screened and documented the same way. So just wanted to point out the work that he's been doing in that is making a difference countywide, and we appreciate that effort.
Thank you.
Chief, I would like to recommend that you, when he has things totally complete, that you would share this with MVRPC, Mr. Martin, or their GIS department, to let them know that what you've created here, Lieutenant Dewey has created, so that they may be able to tap into that and use it maybe in Montgomery County or other communities, since MVRPC represents a 6-county area. I think this is a great project that our own has completed, and I think that we should get, not, at least let them know that it's available and there. So I would appreciate that.
Yeah, we will absolutely do that, and to your point, in addition to sharing that out, just so you know, we actually use MVRPC resources in our GIS.
Great.
And have, really for the past 20 years, they've been a huge provider of information the entire time we've had GIS technology. They're kind of the leader in the area, along with the Greene County Auditor's Office. Those two groups have provided the foundation for all of the work that we're doing. I don't think anything that hasn't originated with one of those two organizations, but we'll absolutely share out what we're doing as soon as we have it a little more polished.
Thank you very much.
Are there any questions on the biweekly?
I had no additional questions.
I had none. Thank you.
Thank
Stay
you.
safe.
Thank you very much. Have a nice evening.
You too.
Thank you, Board. That's all I have.
Wow.
Ms. Frick,
Nothing.
I have a question. Where do we stand on the closing? Maybe my brain has left me, but as far as the closing and the sale of the land on Township Road,
It's all in, isn't it? We're closed.
we're closed.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Thank you.
Mhm.
Anything else?
No.
You're batting 100. Mr. Rushing,
I have nothing further, thank you.
MBRPC.
We did not have an MVRPC meeting this month, but I did chair the ISC meeting on Friday. brought in a guest speaker, Crystal Jones from Clark State University, and she talked more about diversity and inclusion, and the committee seemed to really appreciate her notes.
TAC advisory.
No report.
Greene County Regional Planning, the full commission meets tomorrow evening. And there's a Cedarville zoning text amendment, there's a Beavercreek Township zoning text amendment, and then there's a residential development in Beavercreek Township. So I'll be recusing myself on that piece of it. I don't know if you're gonna attend that or not, but we don't normally vote on our own things anyway, we recuse ourselves, so. But otherwise, there's nothing there. Health Department?
No meeting. I have a meeting next Thursday, first Thursday of November.
Okay. Schools, City Manager?
I have a meeting with the city manager on Wednesday. Just one thing that there may be a little more collaboration amongst the administrators. There are 4 township administrators, city managers, as well as a village manager. We had a meeting last week where a lot of us were in the room and started talking about potentially doing a Greene County Managers Association. We know the city managers meet on a regular basis, expanding that, especially with a lot of the projects and true collaboration that could be going on with some of the funds that are coming from the federal level through the American Rescue Plan, especially when it comes to broadband, which on the eastern part of the township is there is a need for expanding broadband and high-speed internet to the eastern part of Beavercreek Township.
I think that's a great idea. You could probably be the president.
That means I guess I'm hosting the first meeting.
Bring
Well, you
donuts.
have a lot of
Yeah, bring
knowledge, and
donuts.
there's a lot of part-time people that are doing that,
Yeah.
so I think it'd be great to share.
Restoration Advisory Board,
No meeting.
Township Association.
We have a meeting, October 11th, I think, at the library.
Investment Oversight, I had nothing to report. Mr. Rushing.
I'm sorry, November 9th.
And at this time, is there anything else to come before the board? If not, accept a motion to go into executive session under Ohio Revised Code, section 121.22G1, to consider the compensation of public employees, and Ohio Revised Code, section 121.22G4, preparing for bargaining sessions with public employees concerning their terms and conditions of their employment.
So moved.
Second,
Trustee Dean,
Yes.
Trustee Wallace.
yes.
Trustee Kretz.
Yes. Thank you.
Go ahead.
So it is 6:36 p.m. We have a motion to come out of executive session.
So moved?
Second.
Trustee Wallace.
Yes.
Trustee Dean.
Yes.
Trustee Kretz.
Yes. We have a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Second,
Trustee Dean.
Yes.
Trustee Wallace.
yes.
Trustee Kretz.
Yes.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.